Hello everyone and welcome to the Macro Cafe. It is Saturday morning. I am your host, the Cowboy. Let's take a look at a few charts. I'm going to keep today's episode a little bit short because I don't think there's a lot to talk about. I basically prepared a few slides for you and they're all pretty much showing us that the bear market in stocks has ended. We're taking a look at the S&P 500 and what I'm presenting here is some trend lines and channels since the great financial crisis, basically at the end of the bear market in the spring of 2009. And you can see that we've had several resets of the uptrend, basically in 2011, back in 2015, 2016, in 2018, then we had the COVID crash, and then the biggest bear market since the great financial crisis that just took place now between the beginning of 2022 to the end of 2022 in October, and this has come back and retested the middle of the channel, and I think we're about ready to move to the upside. So this is the S&P 500. If we go forward and take a look at the next slide, you can see in here you have the Nasdaq with several small bear markets along the way, but the biggest one that started at the end of 2021 till October 2022, it's pretty well depicted here, where you have a nice trend line that comes off the 2009 lows and supports prices in here in 2022. So the move off the lows, I think it's pretty impulsive, and it's a series of ones and twos, and this market is pretty much telling you that we're gonna continue to go to the upside. There was a major reset in here, the biggest bear market since the great financial crisis, and there was a major sentiment reset in October, and we haven't gone back to revisit those lows. We've gone through a small little bank financial crisis in here for the past few weeks. The market has shrugged that off, and it's pushing to the upside, with Nasdaq being, I think, more than 20% of the lows. So again, this is a pretty decent indication that this uptrend is intact, and we're going to continue to push to the upside. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Again, a major reset that took about a year, came back with the lows in October. The December lows were very small. We've done a three-wave setback since that a nice rally of October lows, and I think we're about ready to break to the upside again. I think we're going to make probably new highs this year, if not early next year. But by the way this looks, that's a 1-2, and we're about ready to rip to the upside. So again, COVID crash, trend line, middle of the channel, beautiful retest, impulse, and we should be going higher. The one outlier is the Russell. Again, channel trend line to the COVID crash, and then it's kind of hovering along this middle of the channel right here. It came back and took the December lows, did not revisit the October lows in here, and it's trying to regain the strength here, for the past few days. Even if this market makes a small new low in here, I don't think that will drag the rest of the markets that I show you to the downside. I think this is an outlier. Usually the Russell 2000, it's a little bit more volatile. It didn't even make a new high back here. So it's kind of in a world of their own. These stocks are continuing, these are some of the smallest stocks, obviously, in the markets, and they have a tendency of getting flushed easier. But the large stocks, the more important stocks of the market, are showing you that there is a bid underneath, and the Wall Street prefers those to anything that's kind of small and maybe more insignificant. So I don't think this market will drag the rest lower. I think it's the opposite will happen. And we're probably gonna, even if we dip a little bit lower in here, I think we're gonna push to the upside. But I don't think so. I think this is pretty strong support. We're revising it just slightly again, but we're going to push to the upside in here. So once again, you can see all of them in here with the S&P 500 at the top, followed by the NASDAQ at the bottom of the trend line, followed by Dow Jones, followed by IWM. So once again, from the beginning, S&P 500, middle of the channel, bottom of the channel, because this was the biggest drop, right? These were the stocks that kind of got killed the most with a huge increase in the interest rates. I think the Fed is going to be on a pause now, even though, we had some job report that was pretty decent. We'll see how we're going to open on Monday. But I think we're about to, finish off this, bearish sentiment in here and move to the upside. Look at the Dow Jones. Just beautiful reset with an impulse setback. This is the Russell, and these are all the stocks. So my view remains that we are finished with the bear market, and we're going to push to the upside for the rest of the year. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll be talking to you later. Bye-bye.